Yes, guys, we're live. It's that time. It's the hot off the press show. Let's bring you the latest football and yeah, let's bring you the latest football news going on around in the world of football. Yes, so we're live and it's that time again. It's the hot off the press show. Right, before we get into this, I want you to first hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share button. Let's get this sharing while we're live. Let's get the likes up as well. Right, I want to see up to 30 likes on this video at least. Right, I'm also going to just put the pin up a message. Pin up the StreamYard link. And should have this prepared. Have your say. Come on, and you'll say. There we go. So yes, gonna bring you interesting debates. Obviously, this week we've got Chelsea, where we've got the manager swap between Lampard and Frank Lampard, and we've got the manager of Tuchel coming in. Yes, then we've got the massive. I'm going to also be debating the demise of Arsenal after their exit out of the out of the FA Cup. We'll get some fans on. We'll debate about this. This bloody laptop, for God's sake. This. Do you know what? It's driving me up the wall. We got Marble Halls in the building. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So, yeah, we'll just go through the FA Cup results first. Epic Lin, yo, how are you? I'll also the link is pinned up in the chat, so if anyone wants to come on, they can do so. So the FA Cup was this weekend, and obviously Arsenal, let's just say, were crashed out at that one big time, shall we say? What was your making of the game, Marbles?
The team selection was bad. Yeah, I know Arteta wanted to rotate, but like there were options that he could have played ahead of. Like he didn't have to play Eddie up front. He could have played Laka or even Martinelli. But apart from the team selection, I think we stepped up a bit in the second half, but the first half was very poor. And in a way, really, the league game, obviously we won yesterday, really is how we should have played that cup game, right? In terms of like the teams, not so much the exact team selection, but like if we chose different players for the cup game, and definitely in the league game we played with like a different intensity, we pressed them and stuff. So I know, but it's unfortunate that we didn't like do what we had to do in the cup game, but in a way we kind of we did make up for it in the league game. So it's disappointing, but I suppose you can't win the cup every year, and you know that's just how it is.
Yeah, I hear that you can't win it every year. What was disappointing for me last night was the fact that they couldn't play like that in the FA Cup. Right? I mean, Pepe, for example, everyone's keep going on about how he did a decent game, right? That's all well and good, right? But if that's the case, why is it then like you couldn't do that in the FA Cup?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah.
And this is the problem with Pepe, and this is why a lot of people are fed up with him now. And a lot of people are saying that he needs to go and we need to get rid of him, try and get what we can from him out of him, and move on. Because it's the same story with Pepe, where one game he's absolutely brilliant, then the next game he's not. Now, were the fullbacks were different for Southampton in the Premier League game, weren't they? Or were they the same?
I think it was the same. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it was the same. I think it was Bellerin and Suarez for both of them. Yeah, I think it was the same.
No, I meant the Southampton fullbacks.
Oh, I can't remember, to be honest. No.
I'll just have a look. South. I'll quickly have a look at it, actually. Arsenal fixtures, because they pretty much went with the same lineup. Southampton. Let's get it right, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they have Bertrand and Walker Peters right back and left back, and then the 3-1. Look at the lineups. Yeah, they have Valerie and Vokings instead of yeah. So that's probably why. Chris, Paul, I haven't seen you in the chat before, but if so, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get people sharing as well, right, while we're live, and get more people involved. And yeah, he mentioned this, what Arteta said about the team selection in the FA Cup. Yeah, you could say that. I heard he said he was forced into some changes. If he was forced into some changes, then I probably won't be as mad. But obviously, when you do like an instant match reaction, you're not gonna get the interview straight away, which is probably why I like doing my match reactions not straight after a game, to be honest. Because there's so many things you can say, like that when you don't know the full facts of the actual game and the actual circumstances. So yeah, we'll just go through some of the other results while we're at it as well. That's if. Hang on. Well, that's depending if I haven't lost a piece of paper. That is. Oh, you're joking. No, I just lost a piece of paper. That's brilliant, isn't it? Right. There we go. Right. So, Chorley, Chorley or Wolves, which is one of the two teams we were playing, because they did the 5th round draw. The Wolves went through against Chorley. Cheltenham took the lead against Man City, actually. Man City were very poor in that game, actually. Notice that 3-1, they got those goals in the last 10 minutes. And it weren't until, like, I think it was Cancelo or that turned on that they actually sort of turned up. But then Phil Foden in that game was pretty good, to be honest. Not gonna lie. West Ham pretty convincing against Doncaster. Swansea battering them of Nottingham Forest. Sheffield United beat Plymouth despite their poor run of form. Bristol City knocked out the racist Millwall. I can't stand that club, to be honest. I can't. Right, I'm surprised that club's allowed to still be in the football pyramid, or exist. Brighton 2, Blackpool 1, Barnsley 1, Norwich 0. In terms of local team, I'm out as well. Everton 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. The big game, which was Man United Liverpool. and literally that every Liverpool fan's now taking heat for, is that they went toe to toe with Man United and they lost. What's your thoughts on that game, to be honest?
What, the Man United Liverpool one?
Yeah.
I thought United deserved it. I thought they had the better play and chances. Liverpool, okay, Salah could have got a hat trick, but again, I think over the 90 minutes, Man United were the better side. You can say Liverpool had a lot of young players. That Williams kid, yes, he's young. He did make a lot of mistakes, and I suppose in time you'll learn. But yeah, even still, I think United definitely showed more to win. You can say, well, like people call him Penandes. It was more free kick Nandes, obviously because of his winner. But yeah, obviously he
You
was a
stick a wall in
difference.
that penalty and you can still score.
Yeah, yeah. But I think Ollie, because we were mentioning it to Ads the other day that you have to say Ollie's come under stick, but at the moment he's doing quite well. So we'll see if they can win the league or the cup or whatever. But yeah, definitely, Man United. I think it did deserve the win.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got Connor. How are you?
Very good, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, so just going on about the Man United Liverpool game. What did you make of it?
Good game. I'm happy Salah scored because hopefully that ups his confidence now, which I need for my fantasy team. But yeah, it was a good game. I think looking at it, both teams had spells, especially the start of the second. Well, before Rashford scored, there was, Liverpool were dominating, but that's what United do. They hit you on the counter. I think it was an even game, but if you had to say which way it could go, probably United. And yeah, I think 3-2 is a fair result. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game right through. Yeah, I mean, I say I watched the game. I mean, you put it on like in the background, whilst doing like some chores and that. And from what I saw from the game is that, sorry, just quickly answer this. But yeah, I always saw that. Even though at times I saw Liverpool, there was always like that the 20-minute period where Man United were dominant, then a period then Liverpool were dominant, then a period when Man United were dominant, and that's what I loved. It was to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. But hang on, we have peace till the weekend. Get your boys on. You're too lenient on them for smack talk.
Oh yeah, you got United. That'd be a good game. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, well, we've got a preview coming up on Friday, Big Red Machine. So if you tune in on Friday at 7 p.m, we should have some guests on, like Man U and Arsenal fans, and we could probably banter each other then as well. But then to be fair top of the table, you can't really going too harsh. But do you know what is funny is I'm watching the Terrace at the minute. They keep going on about like Odegaard is like they keep going on about because like Odegaard, we beat Southampton, we've done this, we've done that. Arsenal are back, and I'm like bollocks. I know exactly what you're doing.
The difficulty with this season, Chelsea's a prime example. Everyone's saying, I mean, their fan base at the minute is a bit touch and go because some people wanted him gone, some people missing him already, that type of thing. But people were blaming it on Lampard, but they were top of the table for a couple of games. They had a really good period. United, Solskjaer was apparently going to get the boot, and then look at them now. Liverpool are fifth in the table. Man City had a poor start. And,
have you changed your tune about Solskjaer now?
I will when he wins a trophy. because I think that's what defy. I think that's what defy, especially as someone who's the manager of Man United. And I'm not talking. Well, they're not even in the Carabao Cup anymore. But I'm talking. Either the Premier League or the Europa League now. I don't. Well, the FA Cup. I mean, the FA Cup really. It's not. I mean, it's a trophy, so I can't really be a hypocrite and say that I won't get behind it. But it's. I think this season's just a freak season. I don't want United to win anything, especially the Premier League. But they might. But then Leicester's there as well. I think not a lot of people talk about Leicester, but they're through to the Europa League knockout. The round of 32, I think it is now. They're flying high in the league. They're in the 5th round of the FA Cup. So I wouldn't write Leicester off for any trophy as well. It's a very close league this year, and it could go any way. But yeah, I think Solskjaer, and I think the fan base, United fan base, especially think because the season is quite frantic, this is a really good opportunity for them to win the trophy. And what result it would be if they win the Premier League. But then you look at their squad and you look at the depth they've got as well. They should be winning trophies.
I mean, you look at the depth of their squad. You've got the likes of Pogba, you've got Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. You've got Fred, Bruno, Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, David De Gea. I mean that team is full of talent in every single position. So it should be pushing on for things. And if people can say that, that we should be, they should be way clear in the distance if they had a proper manager. But then, to be fair, like the way you said that this season, it's been up and down like a yo-yo. And since the Arsenal's result, to be honest, they've been on a consistent run, I think, out of most of the other teams. So, showed tonight. So, yeah, I mean, I can't.
I think the way things are going now is swinging. Well, for me, in my opinion at least, is swinging towards Man City. They've obviously got a better more experience and better manager. I think man for man, their team is better than United's, and in terms of squad too. And obviously, they've got a lot more recent experience of winning the league. So with many of the same players they have now, so I would say City are probably favourites at the moment. But Liverpool, I don't know if Liverpool have had a bad run, but I think they'll turn it around. Whether they can do it in time to win the league remains to be seen, because there still is they still got 19 games left to play or something like that. So it's possible. But I think go on.
Yeah, I just feel with Liverpool, they have good quality, but they have no depth. That's the issue with them. And they don't like buying anyone as well. And you look, they've got the Champions League games coming up soon as well, which are going to take this thing out of them.
But we warned them about this, but they all said we were going to be doing this, that, and all the other.
And this is the thing, and I think Graham Souness said it. The intensity they've played for the last 3 years, and not really. They've added a few players here and there, but it does take the sting out of it. It's not down to you being sussed out. It's just, especially this season as well, where you're playing a lot of games in a tight period, injuries, and even VAR decisions will go against you and everything, because that's been a nightmare of the offside rule and all that. It's very, very strange and difficult for teams this season. Look at West Ham. I think they're 4th in the table. West Ham, and look how their fans hate their board, but they're 4th in the table. It's anyone can beat anyone this year. That's the best thing about it. But Man City, I think they're favourites. But I think I think they're more likely to lose a game in the Premier League than Man United will. And it's a strange concept, but United, once they start running, they don't stop. But then same with City as well, So
but the last time we saw Man United with that sort of run, it was under Ferguson.
Let's
be honest.
But
Right.
it's
I mean,
good.
I'd love to sit there and say that we're going to be the ones to do it, right? But I'll be talking out my ass, to be honest. Right? You couldn't tell what was my ass or my face because I'll be talking shit. Right? I mean, it's honest to God. I don't see us being just maybe a draw if I'm being optimistic. But the way Man United in a minute, fuck no, right? And like you said, that form is like making me think about Arsenal as the Man United Arsenal where it used to be, like where they used to go on mad runs, like in 0203. We lost the title because it went on a mad run. But we've got Chris Paul on the show for the first time. How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, nice to have you on the channel. Thanks for the support. Yeah, what do you want to say, mate?
I heard you talking about Liverpool, and I'm a huge Liverpool fan. And I think what the points you mentioned were pretty clear. Injuries have definitely hit us. It's been horrible. And I think the FSG are making a huge mistake by not buying us a centre back this month. Because if you see, like in the FA Cup game, Reece Williams made a lot of mistakes, which cost us the game. If you see, I think the second goal, which Greenwood scored, I think that was Reece Williams' fault. So we're struggling at the moment. Hopefully, Klopp can get us back on track.
Do you feel though that that the FSG took a massive risk at the start of the season with your defenders?
Yeah, exactly. If you see, I read Kevin Palmer, the Sunday Bull.
There was a lot of Liverpool fans when we said this, is that like they didn't want to take it in, and I just wondered if like you saw the signs there and tried to sort of make that clear.
After we sold Lovren, I expected us to sign Kabak, who we were linked with a lot, and we were going to sign him. But we didn't find a replacement as centre back. And James Pearce, the Athletic reporter, said that we were hoping that Fabinho would be our fourth choice. We didn't expect long-term injuries to Van Dijk and Gomez, which was tragic. And now that FSG are still not giving Klopp a centre back, I still don't know how they're not doing that, because they're risking a lot of financials of finishing in the top 4 right now, which could ruin apparently we're going for a big summer splash. But how are we going to attract players if you're not playing in the Champions League?
To be honest, though, you say that though. It's not like it's Arsenal where Arsenal have got the pulling power either. I'm just going to add ads into this as well, right? It's not like where it's Arsenal where we don't have the pulling power as much. You're still one of the 2 biggest sides in the country. So I think even if you were in Europa League football, right, for instance, you would still have massive pulling power. The fact you also just won a Champions League 2 seasons ago, right? Plus you've won a Premier League as well. You've got a manager in Klopp, whereas we've got a manager in Arteta. So the attractive in sort of that is miles. But I think the only difference Arsenal have got is that we're in London, and a lot of people want to be in London rather than go to Manchester or Liverpool. So, but ads, nice to have you back on the show again, mate. But yeah, how's things?
Well, all I'm going to say is I think Arsenal are still. I think they still are an attraction. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think we need to all just cut the crap and just admit that Arsenal are still an attraction. It's just the standards of the clubs have gone down. Doesn't mean that they know that you're not an attraction, because you wouldn't have bought a world-class player in Partey. You wouldn't have got players from, top clubs in Europe, and you wouldn't have got people like from teams in South America as well. So, you've pulled in all these players, even people like El Nini, who are Egyptian. His origin.
I get that. I just say it's not as an attraction as it used to be.
No, I
Yeah,
disagree personally. I still
Well,
think because I look back at the times. Like for example, 04, 05 seasons. Yeah, like listen, that season you lot could have pulled in way more players, but you lot brought in some good players that season. And look at who you lot got. Look who you lot had in before with that as well. You know, after, before, and presently, you lot lost Van Persie to us. But would he have come to your club if your club wasn't like this spark of hope of a club that can actually progress?
but then
A
you've
player's
got
career.
you've got to consider back then when we bought him originally, we bought him in 2004. We had just gone invincible.
Yeah, 4 or 5 season. But yeah, but the reason
This
why
is
you lot, okay,
yeah.
but the club. Listen to this. There's a difference between the club and the current state. The current state of your team is poor, and that is downgraded. The current state of your club, the owners have downgraded, but as a whole, Arsenal will always be the Arsenal. It won't just be Arsenal. To the people, will be known as the Arsenal that brought in players, the Arsenal that won many trophies, and during I think it was 1.5 decade. It was always Manchester United and Arsenal that won stuff. It was always them two who won the EPL, and then it stopped when the club was run poorly, and then players started downgrade massively. Like you compare the likes of Onini to some of the players you lot had. You compare Lacazette to Henry. Like is that even like does that tell you something?
Oh no, don't do that.
I'm
Don't
not
do that.
comparing them, Stephen. Look, you're misconstruing what I'm saying. What I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
no, just don't give
compare the
people the idea.
two, the standards have dropped massively. Like
the,
Lacazette will never reach Henry's level. Never.
the thing is, I get where you're coming from. As like, yeah, but then there's only so much name can get you. Like it's like Man United. You're like, obviously you're the biggest club in the country, right? But if you finish like 7th every year, you'd only get players in your name because 7th is barely Europa League, right? So it's kind of the same how we are at the minute. Name can only get you so far in getting big players. They want to, the top players want to play at the top level. So yeah, I do agree with what you're saying. And the same with Liverpool too. Look, Liverpool's a bigger club than Arsenal. Some Arsenal fans don't want to admit that, but we haven't won the Champions League 6 times, and they still won more league titles than us, even though they've only won the Premier League last year. But you know,
But in the end, you'll count those as like top flight titles. Just like we count as it as first team. If we're counting our 3 Premier Leagues along with our other 10 First Division titles, then Liverpool can do that the same with all their trophies. Same as Man United do it with all theirs. I mean, that's why they're going about 21, rather than just how many they've won in the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The issue that a club like Arsenal have is that if you're a top level player,
because I wanted to bring this debate onto about Arsenal and its demise anyway.
You know, now I think people forget it's not about I'm joining Manchester United. No, it's down to money. Look, Ozil has been sitting on his arse the last few years and 350k a week. You know, and if I'm a player hearing that and Arsenal are interested in me, and then I hear, Chelsea are interested in you. Well, yeah, Chelsea have got more chance of winning stuff. But if I'm going to be earning double here at Arsenal than I am going to be at Chelsea, well, I'm going to go to Arsenal.
Whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? We know who's to blame, but the fan base don't want to. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's either the board. Like it's always. You know what? I'm sick of people always saying, it's the board. It's the board." Because you know what? They can listen. They make decisions when it comes to players. Make decision when it comes to who comes in and who leaves. Yeah, as does the manager. But when it comes to how poorly you lot are playing on the field, that the coach, the board should not be involved in the conversation. That's a problem with the fan base. Yeah, and this is why neutrals and rivals always mock Arsenal, because all you lot do is blame the board.
It's a number of culture things, but I mean, this is what I wanted to bring it to is that I'm hoping we can also bring some Chelsea fans on that at some point as well, because we talk about Lampard and that whole news as well. But with Arsenal, I mean, I just went and look at a bit about the history of it, and we moved into the Emirates in 2006, right? August 2006, with the desire to compete with Europe's elite, as we were told. By the end of Arsenal's first season, by the end of that season, David Diener convinced Kroenke to buy his first shares of 9.9%. Right? He then was appointed because he was one of the board's allies, he was appointed as a non-executive director. David Dean decides then to sell the rest of his shares. By November 2008, Gazidis is appointed as chief executive of the club. Dick Law is then appointed back in 2009. This led to selling best players, no investment, with the excuse of paying off the stadium. We then accept that top four was a trophy, as Arsene Wenger put it. Right? 2016, we missed out on probably our best and last chance of winning a title for the next 10 years, let's say. Right? And lost it to Leicester. Right? 2017, we then dropped to the Euro from the outside UEFA Champions League. Right? Now, you would think people would start reacting because that's no longer Champions League football. Right? By 2018, Wenger has then retired, right, staying way too long, and has left this club with a load of shit players with big contracts that we can't get rid of. Hence why we've still got the likes of El Neni, Xhaka, right, all these players that are still on mega contracts. Right. And just bring the rest of this is that. Yeah, best players that we've let go run out of contract, like Wilshere, Ramsey, Sanchez, right? Ozil now because it was too much money. Socrates
Ramsey was on that list.
What?
Ramsey's on that list.
Yeah,
Ramsey was run out of that contract.
Yeah, but he got offered
Jesus.
300k at Juve. I mean, he's not going to turn that down, is he? He's going to
Yeah,
win.
no,
the-
absolutely.
We let it run down into that situation where he could choose whatever contract he wanted.
I think
We would tie it down.
the thing with Ramsey though is that we actually offered him a contract, but we took it away. So we could have kept him, but we thought
you didn't offer him a contract then. You might have offered him one, then you took it away. It just proves Arsenal. That's just wraps up Arsenal as a whole.
Emery was appointed, obviously after Wenger left. Gazidis then decided to leave him in the shit by going to Milan.
Disgrace.
I miss out on top four again. We're due to only getting a £50 million investment, but then to be fair, Emery did bottle it in the Europa League final. Bearing in mind with that only £50 million investment, he managed to get Leno, Guendouzi, Socrates, who was half decent back then, right, and managed to get that team to Europa League final, the first final European final since the Champions League final, right? Yes, we got embarrassed by it, but with that team where it finished sixth last year and was completely dead, was not actually that bad of a result, right? He was then sacked for Arteta after losing 3 games in out of that period of run and having so many draws. Investment over the last few years has been there. We just spent it wrong. He wanted Zaha. We got Pepe. Ozil, poor. Lacazette, only one good season. Socrates, shit. Guendouzi, shit. El Neni, shit. Mustafi, shit. The only decent ones over the last couple of years, Leno, Gabriel, Partey, right, Tierney.
I got
Martinelli.
I got to disagree on Guendouzi. I think given when we signed him, is he well? I was going to say is he world class? That's not even relevant because he was just a kid when we signed him. But no, I got to disagree with Guendouzi. If Guendouzi,
I just disagree with Lacazette actually. To be honest, I think
Guendouzi's been decent on loan.
He's
young.
a top player. He's a top player.
I think he might be decent on loan, but if you're decent on loan at a club that say it doesn't set the same standards as Arsenal, if it's decent, like you've just said, and you want to come back to Arsenal, your career at Arsenal isn't going to be great. It's going to probably be poor because when you're on loan, you're probably better out on loan than you are at your main club. and that's just how it is these days. But I have to write in a check for Lacazette though. His first season, like you said, was good,
just
but
other
now
players.
he's
Hang on, just other.
one second,
Sorry,
Steven, one second.
I didn't finish there. Sorry, I just was going to say, right, another one like such as loan signings that people saying that we made loans. We're having to do only loan signings because of COVID. We've only been doing loan signings in January since the end of fucking time, since Kim Kallstrom back in 2012, right? This is no same. This is the same thing. If board does it all the time. They find every single thing as an excuse.
Why are we blaming the board?
No. They find an excuse not to spend or do the same thing they do every year. Right?
I think the whole club is a disgrace. The players, the manager, and the board. I think they should all be replaced.
No,
It's a
Arteta's not a
combined.
disgrace. He's not a disgrace.
It's not a disgrace. It's just been sold a dream by the board, saying you come in and manage Arsenal that you used to be a player for, right, and get this team back up to where it belongs.
So then, why do you want him out then, Steve?
Because despite not having probably the backing of the board, that if he isn't being backed by the board, he should make it a bit more prominent and known, right? Like he said he was going to do. 2, on the pitch as well, he's got no plan B, right? He's only the only reason we've started to pick up results is because the pace up front is much quicker because we're playing youngsters, and whenever we do rotate the squad, he keeps playing the same the same. I mean, Willian, for God's sake, when's he ever going to just realise he should never be in the squad and just drop him from the squad completely? Okay. When the register finally comes down,
who are you going to play? Who are you going to play? Because
I put Willett there.
Like no, Stephen, you said to me the other week you don't want to burn out kids. You don't want to use them in these games where it really, really matters. Who else are you going to play? Because you don't want to play the kids; they'll get burnt out. And then, like, who else are you going to play? You have to play Willian. But there's no excuse because you can put Pepe on. Fair enough. Yes, he had some. He had a great. I think he had a decent game. To be honest with you. No, 1 second, right? Stephen. 1 second. Stephen. 1 second. Let people speak, bro. Listen. Sorry. Pepe did decent in his last game. He actually did well. I saw him skip past the 2 players. That was brilliant. Yeah, but you have to play Willian sometimes because you can't play kids like you said. They would burn out. Then you can't rely on Pepe because most of the time he's ineffective. But then you have to just try and just fucking go for it and just use players. You have to. There's no excuse. You have to. And that's why I feel bad for Arteta. But that's why I kind of give him respect at the same time. 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah,
1 second. That's why I give him respect at the same time. Like, who are you going to use? Because the one excuse, we're playing kids. And then when they do play and you guys lose, they got burnt out. Then you guys play Willian and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? So what do you want? I don't get it.
The thing is, Willian can play both in like a number 10, number 8, or wide. If it's number 10, number 8, I'll play Saka or Willock or Smith or this Odegaard we got now. If it's out wide on the left, because he can play on the left, he got Martinelli, Saka, Aubameyang. If you put Lacazette up top in number 9, then on the right you can play Pepe, Saka. Even Martinelli could play us, so we got options.
You might just get Lingard and Dembele. I think that would
even then, you could put instead of Willian, you could put maybe Lacazette in the 10. Lacazette in the 10 because he's better at holding up the play. Right, Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, and Aubameyang up top.
Yeah, I'll be real right now. There's so many options for you not to get. I'm not saying. 1 second. I'm not saying get mediocre players in. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is you need to get players in, utilize them well, to the top extent that they can go up to, and then if they're not working any higher than you fulfill them to wish, or more than you wish them to fulfill with, then you boot them out the team and you get better players. This is how it's going to work. So I'd say get Lingard and Dembele in. That's what I'd say. I think that would actually pace up your team. Will it give you more control? I don't think it will. But will it pace up your team? Yes, it will. These guys have pace. They give you coverage and they can go forward well. One's a winger and one's a midfielder. If you need that
I also
separate
just
10
wanna
role,
say
if you need
this,
that separate, if you need that
Yeah.
separate midfielder or winger, Lingard can do both jobs. So he's a
Hang on.
he's a perfect signing for you lot.
People say you're not going to sign world-class talent in January. Just try and sign try and sign
He's not world
Grealish.
class, but okay.
Not it's going to happen.
Okay.
No, it's not going to happen, lol.
What's this
No,
guy
it's not
talking
going to.
about?
We're not going to sign Grealish, right? I've seen this debate on frigging Football Terrace this morning with Gal, right? I don't know what he's talking about. What is he fucking talking about?
What are you talking about? What did he say?
What makes him possibly think Arsenal is going to be a better attraction than Man United or Man City for Jack Grealish?
This is my
Villa
problem.
will end up
Why didn't you
finishing
lot?
the
Why
European
didn't you
spot.
lot? You listen. You lot had the chance to buy him in 2016. You had the chance to buy him in 2018, and now you had the chance to buy him now, and it's not going to work now. You should have bought him 2 seasons ago. You bought him last season. You should have bought him last season when you had the chance, and now
I know.
it's all fucked now.
But the thing is that we're not going to get him because Man United and Man City won't let it happen.
Of course we won't.
Of course they won't. So
But
the
I
thing
don't think
is,
we'll get him.
can you make an argument where Arsenal will be a better attraction than Man United and Man City?
Man City's a richer club. Man United's a bigger club.
Even to be
because-
honest, Aston Villa have won a Champions League. So if they're in a European spot, he could quite easily
Aston Villa have won a Champions
No,
League.
They have won a Champions League.
The
You
thing
said,
is,
wait, who?
I swear Aston Villa have won a Champions League.
yeah, they won the European Cup about 40 years ago. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
the thing is that Man United's a bigger club.
And he tried to discredit them. When he was talking about it on his channel, he tried to discredit it about, oh yeah, well, there weren't so many teams in back then. Well, actually, it's the same number of teams we have now.
Villa are top 8 club. They're a top. If you want to talk about top 8, they're definitely getting there.
In
So I
their
don't know what the guy's talking about.
history, they are a top club.
They are
The
top.
thing
They
is,
are
though,
top
is
club.
that what would go against City and United in getting Grealish is that they already have a lot of players, so in similar positions. Like take United.
Yeah, but yeah. Stephen, guess
1982 European Cup one.
Blackburn Rovers, Harry.
Yeah. I mean, like they've won a Premier League title for God's sake, haven't they?
One. Yeah.
Where's Laurie? Laurie, come back. Sorry, I'll bring you in. Come on, come back, mate. Come back. Right. I'm gonna text him right now. Sorry.
I have a
quick
question for
quick
the
Kuda
Arsenal
says,
fan.
come on, Stephen, just stop being such a
Can I just
victim.
also say about this quote? Can I also? I'm not being a victim. Why am I being a victim? Right? Maybe I am being a victim because I'm an Arsenal fan who's been starved of fucking success for 16 odd fucking years. Right? And if you accept just winning an FA Cup, right, as success, then jog on. Right? You're not going to sign Now, I'm sorry. When did we get when did we get Aubameyang?
2018, something around that time.
Yeah, but what January? What window?
It was January.
I'm not sure.
We got in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah, it was definitely down.
We swapped Sanchez for Mkhitaryan, right? Okay,
Yeah.
that was the wrong move, and everyone just forget about that. Let's be honest. Let's sweep that under the carpet.
The thing is, though, with January is that you can get big players, but it's generally big players.
You've just got to spend them. You're just gonna have to spend the money.
But it's way harder in Jan for clubs to attract.
But the thing is that it's generally big players who are unhappy at clubs. Like that's the reason United got Sanchez of us. That's why we got Aubameyang actually, because he wasn't happy at Dortmund. It's like you go back years ago, Fernando Torres went from Liverpool to Chelsea in January. So yeah, you can get big players, but no big team with big players is going to let their big players going to go in January. Unless they're unhappy, it makes no sense because you still got leagues and cups and European trophies and shit to play for. So, like, I don't know. I think sometimes fans need to like rein their expectations in about doing a madness in January. It's not good. Apart from like your Aubameyangs or your Torres or your Sanchez, it's not going to happen for like well, normally, if that makes sense. Not unless the player's unhappy.
I hear that, quick Goon. It's just I think for us as fans is that I think Arsenal fans have been victims enough who have not been able to win a title for 16 years. And this is not going to get any easier. This is going to get even worse because the competition is getting greater, and we're not progressing with the competition. What's happened is we have stagnated. We've plateaued along this line, right? And we've not actually got down or up. We just plateaued along this line, and this competition has gone up and up and up.
So
That's why now you've seen clubs like Aston Villa, Leicester, and Wolves overtake us.
So what do you think that can bring Arsenal back on top again? A top club fighting for the title every season?
Conky to get fired.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand Arsenal and the contracts.
FSG, for example, American owners. I mean, they're more interested in American sports.
Yeah. I don't understand about Arsenal and their contracts. Like they give Rob Holding a contract.
This
and
is
then
the thing. People, this is the thing, is that people trust in Arteta, but he wants to keep Holding when we know he's not good enough.
exactly.
People admittedly are saying he's not good enough, but then by the same token, they're quite happy for their manager to keep hold of him. Well, that's not good. It's not a problem then, is it?
Yeah, some of Rob Holding had a decent couple of games. He got a new contract. It's ridiculous. Like, and it's pretty obvious he isn't that great. He's average at best, and he's not suited for the caliber and the ambition your club wants to achieve.
The reason I kept him was going to keep him maybe. Do you know what? When I say, for example, play FIFA, right? I keep him. If I can't get the defender I want, I keep him as the last option, as a backup. You know. So if unlike if you're Liverpool, and you don't actually need defenders, and your defenders get injured, I've got something there. So it's not my main solution. But say for like Liverpool, what do you think needs to happen with Liverpool? So I think it's more than just the defense that.
I think we need a new squad overhaul because our players are getting old. Salah's almost at the end of his prime years. He's getting old. Our players are reaching mid-30s, and we need to accept that. Henderson is 33, 34, and we need a replacement for him because he is the voice in the team. For example, the Burnley game was just. We lacked a leader in the Burnley game.
What? Who? Henderson?
Yeah, we lacked Henderson.
I do have to disagree in a sense because Henderson's having to play in a centre back role, which right with the way Liverpool are, you should be having a defender there at least as a loan, and you should.
Exactly.
Why can't you do what Arsenal have done with Odegaard, right? And buy him on a simple loan. So we don't want him, but we just need it to fill a gap.
Yeah, Klopp has been begging for a centre back. He's expressed his displeasure in an interview as well after some game, I forgot. And the FSG, we're going on buying to fill our academy, which is a good thing. We need like future prospects. I get that. We're paying 2 million for Kaide Gordon. He's some kid from Derby. But why can't we fix the problem in the first team, which is getting a loan, or which is a stopgap? I wouldn't even mind Socrates as a centre back because he's not bad. And Klopp has worked with him at Dortmund as well. We couldn't get him on. We contacted him, but we didn't get him, and he went to Olympiacos, I think.
Yeah. It baffles me with the FSG. And do you know what I liked? Right, as much as everyone says you should be doing it in house, right? Arteta has made it quite clear the board's backing him, right? So if the board's backing him, and I made this point during the stream last night, right? If the board's backing him, why aren't we going in for Buendia, which is who he wants? He wants Buendia. And people go, no, but he's not worth 40 million. I said, I don't care. If he says the board are backing him, he should be putting the money down, whether it's 40 million, 50 million, 60
Yeah,
million, whatever.
it's come down
Right?
to the point that you have to beg Norwich to bring Buendia because they're like now they can say, oh, he's an important player for us for our champ
This is
to
the
get
thing.
promoted.
Norwich have got it leaving the power. Like, well, we know Arsenal need him. We don't need to get rid of him.
Exactly, you've lost your pull power, which comes back to the point you said.
It
I
annoys
didn't
me
understand.
because one of my mates is. I live in Suffolk, Norfolk border, so one of my mates is a Norwich fan. Right, so he's winding me up over it.
See, the
I
thing with Arsenal, I
I
think
just go to
I
his
don't.
now, and I'm like, "Can I have Buendia, please?"
You're begging for a championship player, even though he's quite good at. He's a good talent
Thing
because
people say he's a championship player. He's not good enough. Well, that's
yeah,
bollocks.
I know it's ridiculous. That's not the point. Sar was
This is where
is a
they don't do their
championship player, but
history.
he ripped up the Premier.
Yeah, because
It,
this is where people don't do their history. Because George Graham, when he first took over, he did a massive like club overhaul, bought players for real cheap money, right? And some of them were even in the second division. And then a year later, we won I think we won. I don't think we won the European Cup. The first season, but the season after, we went and beat you at Anfield in '89.
yeah, that comes back to my point. We got Andrew Robertson from a
Andrew Roberts.
relegated Hull
Oh
City,
yeah,
9 mil, one of
yeah.
the biggest bargains of all time.
And if people keep saying Arteta's this great coach, which by the look of that corner yesterday didn't look very good to me, especially if he's a defensive one, right? Then surely he'd be able to turn these players around, shouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I've put the link in the chat again. It should be pinned up anyway, but anyone who hasn't, right? If anyone wants to come on and have their say, they are more than welcome to. What I will say is that this club, as you can see from like the last 16 years, you can see why this club, you can quite easily say, is not a big club anymore. It ain't. I mean,
Don't
like,
say that.
I
You
mean,
still are a big club.
yeah, but in terms of probably stature in history, but not in terms of on the pitch. Arsenal is not a football club anymore. It has become a business. Now, to be honest, mate, all clubs are businesses. Right? Look at Liverpool at the minute. I mean, sorry, just quickly answer. Yeah. We've got another Liverpool fan on. Chris, my co-host for the Checkered Flag Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing all right. Yeah. You got any thoughts on like Arsenal at the minute and over its last 16 years?
Just being the same old shit, hasn't it? Over 16 years. Like, nothing's really changed that much. It was since after the Champions League final, it was just done downhill, haven't you?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's just, do you know what really bugs me is that, right, as well now, and what really winds me up now is that we've just brought in Odegaard, right? And everyone's going off about Odegaard. Now, I'm getting fed up with the fact that I'm being really negative. I'm getting called being negative, right, or criticizing it. If I have to criticize against it. The reason I criticize against it is all it does, it works for Real Madrid. I don't care what else it says in a loan. It's a simple loan. There's only one reason it's a simple loan. It's because
it's like you're the feeder club now.
Yeah, I know what I mean. It's just stupid. And we're buying an injured player, Kim Kallstrom. I'm seeing 2 words: Kim Kallstrom, and people think it's different to what it was before. It ain't.
Also, by the way, have you
What did you
guys
think
seen
of
the
the
Burnley
busted
game?
nut?
It's
The
insane.
busted
The
nut fight. Busted nut last night. Who's the busted? What did you think of the busted nut last night? You'd have to explain that to me. Does anyone know that?
Oh,
No.
I Burnley one, didn't I?
Yeah,
Burn
3-2.
against who?
Aston Villa.
Villa.
Villa. Wow.
Yeah, it was an insane game. They were 2-0 down at halftime. Not halftime, in 68 minutes, and then they came back.
Who?
3-2.
Burnley. Burnley came back from 2-0 down.
2-1. Yeah, wait.
What did they do?
Watkins scored in the 14th minute.
The drinks break.
Me equalized. Grealish scored. Then McNeil and Cresswood scored.
Wow. God, I'd have to watch. If they're doing match of the day tonight, I'll watch that. We got Wayne in the building. How are you?
Yeah, I've just watched Chelsea drew with Wolves.
Just watch Chelsea do. Way.
I mean, it was an improvement. It's only his first game in charge, and Havertz did create a chance of like literally scoring the last 9 seconds. But Wolves were set out quite defensively. But we go again. We have Burnley, and obviously, as you lot said, they beat Villa.
I've seen Chelsea fans crying over like, oh, Tuchel, it's the same Frank Lampard football. It's like Tuchel has just had like one day with the team.
Yeah, one training session, came in, and like
I think he did pretty well. Everyone was following his tactical instructions. I think you played 3 at the back with Aspie in the back.
Yeah.
And Chilwell going up the wing.
Yeah,
I think Chilwell should have done better when he had that chance near the box.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember seeing that. But you guys overall played much better than Frank Lampard.
We had about 900 passes in one half.
Kovacic and Jorginho feel so comfortable on the ball, which I've not seen in them in a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's an improvement.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think I think Wolves was always going to be a difficult test to come straight in and win straight away. So, but yeah, it's obviously I haven't watched the game, but from what I hear, it's if that's the case, is that you're definitely on the way back up. And this is why I say as well, why can't Arsenal be the big club that we keep promoting ourselves to be, right? And act when our manager is in such poor form.
I think you just need a new world-class manager. I don't think Arteta can last long there.
Don't get me wrong, I haven't got nothing against him, right? It's just
it's
just not good enough.
I think he literally just came. He was an assistant coach, and he's going to a big club like Arsenal as his first job. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. It's down to the board. The board chose a cheaper option than hiring a world-class coach. I think who was available at the time? I think Brendan Rodgers.
Between 3 Arsenal fans at the minute, we've got drama on Twitter, mate. So don't even go there. I don't even want to get involved. Jesus Christ! Right, all it does is just what. Do you know what it does? It really pisses. It does piss me off in a sense because all it does is just embarrasses on Twitter. You know what I mean? It really does wind me up. But yeah, it's. I think. I mean, who's Chelsea's next game?
Burnley.
Burnley. It's unfortunate.
Hey, Sean Dyche's resistant, mate. Sean Dyche's resistance tonight, mate.
Yes. It's Brexit ball back again.
Brexit FC, be careful, you're 2-0 down. Right? Don't diss Brexit FC, right?
I don't know how Burnley did it. I didn't think Sean Dyche had it. I honestly
it sums up this season, doesn't it?
Everyone
it
thought
does.
Burnley was going to get relegated, but I knew like, oh, it's Sean Dyche. He's going to pull off a
Do you know
masterclass.
what? No, do you know what? Honestly, I need to find actually. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I think the one team that goes down that makes one video go absolutely viral, right, is the what is it? What is it? Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I've got. Brighton. If Brighton go down, there is one video that will go viral, and I mean
I know what it is.
viral.
Mopai, you're a
I
cheat.
like Brighton. I don't want them to go down.
Right, it's I think it's this one. Let me.
There's a new candidate in the relegation battle, though. It's Newcastle. Vote has been. I don't know what's going on there.
Go on. Hang on. Wait, I found it as well. Hang on. Right, it's gonna be this. This quote will go out viral. Watch. Honestly, if Brighton get relegated, that is going out through the roof. Right? The AFTV is going to be on another level. Right? I do actually think Robbie's probably putting his betting predictions like Brighton go relegated. Right? And I've got it. Gold. Right? Gold. Right? So, but yeah, I mean, do you know what? A lot of the, I mean, probably not you, Chris. The two Chris's actually. We got two Chris's that are Liverpool fans. Jesus Christ.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. Well, as long as one doesn't mind be called Paul and one Welch, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just call us by our last name.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that I was gonna actually try and save this for Zane, right? Because I found out a new clip for you guys. So, because like Zane likes to sort of try. It says try and be real, but then try and makes excuses, right?
Okay.
So
Wasn't the best defending.
Defending was terrible.
Well, it wasn't the best defending. Things can happen. Remember, we mustn't forget that it's been raining, so the pitch is quite.
It's been raining. Are you being?
It's Ty. It's Ty. What do you expect? The man is sad.
the guy's a legend. I'm sorry, the guy's a legend.
No, what's even better? You remember when Neil Maupay did something in the Arsenal game? I forgot
Yeah,
it. I think it was.
Yeah, that's his reaction. Like that's what I played for the microphone. Like,
Oh yeah, Neil Maupay's shit. I hope Brighton get relegated.
yeah. Oh no. Do you know what? Brighton could get relegated this season. That's the thing.
I hope they don't. They're a nice club. How can you not like Brighton?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom's fiance is a Crystal Palace fan, so he don't like Brighton. But I think we're gonna move on. I think we're gonna move on to the. Yeah, let's move on to starting Excited the week, and we're not taking some last night's games into account. We're taking the weekend's results, so the FA Cup games, right? So if I can get this loaded up, and hopefully it doesn't freeze on me. No, you're gonna slow down. Yes, no. Here we go.
Why is there a spaceship outside my house?
Yeah, it sounds like it's like someone's outside or something.
It's a UFO.
Oh, UFO. Yes, Wayne, it's because they found out you were there, mate.
Oh.
Right, so In goal, we've got no. Hang on, we've got 4-3-3. Fuck that. I can't stand. It's 4-3-3. I prefer 4-2-3-1. It's up to what people think. I always prefer that one. I always play that one on FIFA, so I prefer that one. God sake. Goalkeeper,
Is it Dean Henderson?
Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Henderson.
Is this from the FA Cup game?
Yeah, the FA Cup
Yeah.
game.
Oh, it's Griffiths from Cheltenham. He was really good. He was clutch for Cheltenham. I watched the game. It's Griffiths.
Griffiths. Do
Yeah,
you agree with that?
Yeah, the Cheltenham
Joshua
goalkeeper.
Griffiths.
Cheltenham.
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 Yeah.
But didn't they lose?
Yeah, but he was so
Yeah,
good.
I
He held up. His City had like 10,000 shots, like all over the ground. He was really good. I watched the game.
I don't know. That what any in the comments if they agree or not, let us know. I thought Henderson, to be honest, had a better game, even though like there were maybe like the first goal or the second one of the two goals he could have done better on. I think he had a probably decent game as well.
Fair enough.
And I did think some of those chances he was caught out because I watched the game as well. And there was like some instances that, yeah, you've just been caught out of there, mate. I noticed Man City, but yeah, so for me, like Henderson positionally was a bit better for me. But it's definitely a good shout by all means. Henderson, goalkeeper. There you go.
Yeah, I would give it to Henderson.
There you go. Right back.
Oh.
Walker Peters
Oh, I did shout.
scored a goal.
Oh.
Left hand side the bar.
It was his assist.
And his what?
It was his assist. It was an own goal.
Yeah, all right, sure.
But yeah, give it to
Let
him.
everyone know. It's bad enough we lost. Yeah, Carl, and I mean, yeah, Carl Walker Peters. Fuck's sake, fucking Tottenham.
Well, Charles be happy.
Yeah, he'll probably come on now. He's probably be hiding in the background. Right, left back. Shaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. He's good.
Or
Is
Emerson.
there anyone else you could give a good shout out for?
You could say Emerson, but I wouldn't.
No, I'd say Shaw for that one because he had a stellar game. So, centre back pairing.
Oh.
Tarkowski in the film game was very good.
Yeah, Tarkovsky.
Yeah, Tarkovsky. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And Yerry Mina.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. I think Mina scored a goal as well.
Yeah, he did against Sheffield Wednesday.
I don't know how you spell Tarkovsky. Jesus. Ah, there you go. There is Burnley. There you go. Spell it. Who else next to him?
Mina from Everton.
Mina had a quality game. Great shout. That is a great shout. I would take Mina in my back four, to be honest. Actually, he's a quality. I think he's a quality player. Mina. I don't know about you. Would you take? I mean, I think Liverpool would take him in there as
Obviously,
one of.
we do not have a centre back. You would take
No, I
anyone
mean
else.
if you had your centre backs.
I think he would be a good backup. Maybe starter. I'm not sure.
Yeah. The two CDMs.
Harry Banks.
Tielemans.
Harry Banks and Tielemans. That's what I think.
Harry
Yeah.
Winks and Tielemans.
Yeah, I agree.
No, Pogba. And
Pogba, he was decent, but I think
he
Winks
got man
and
of the
Giroud.
match. Right, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, Tielemans. Oh no, hang on. I used the wrong one. Right, and then who else did we say?
Harry went from Tottenham.
Oh God, do we have to? Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else?
Yes, that's
Any
tough.
other offers? What?
Let me see.
If there's any other, let me have a look at the
Jack
comments.
Wilshere.
What?
Jack Wilshere.
I'll stop having
Yeah,
me on.
he's
Anyone else in the comments, please let us know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pablo Fornals.
No,
It-
I think. Go on.
let's see. I'm not sure. I think
I
it has to be
I
Winks.
think I think it has to be wings. I'll put wings in there. Just fuck it. There you go.
120 player 120.
Right. Up. On the right.
On the Salah.
No.
I think Firmino's got to get in there somewhere.
I would personally put Firmino in.
Yes.
I'd put Firmino there in the camera.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but in the camera I think Madison also had a really good game. James Madison.
Shit, yeah.
Mm.
But Firmino could go on the left, couldn't he?
No. You can't go on the left.
Matt Grimes to Swansea. He had a quality game.
Oh, this is tough.
I put Madison can go on the right though, can't he?
No. I think we can put Salah on the right and Madison at cam because I think Madison played very well in the last game.
So can you put Firmino? Could we switch it to a 4-3-3? So if we switched it to a 4-3-3 double with like that. Put Winks there. Tielemans there. Madison here. And then Firmino there. Salah.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think anyone can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think not even Saka had a really good game, to be honest. Salah. And then on the left.
Well, hold up. Doesn't Tammy Abraham get a chance in this squad? He got a hat trick.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That's completely wrong about that.
I'm sorry that for me, Abraham's got to go there.
Yeah, he had a hat trick. You can't keep that.
Abraham's got to go. But then, to be fair,
What about Jay Rodriguez?
Jay Rodriguez
Yeah, he bagged in 2 goals.
on the right.
Oh, on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Rodriguez. That's James Rodriguez. Jay Rodriguez. Oh God, where is he? Can't find him. Do you know it's one of those players you can never find?
Because it's yours about readers and
What
Can we
club
sort
is he
by
at?
club?
Is that
What
bad?
club is he? What club is he at?
Burnley.
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 Ah, there you go. Right. He's a striker as well, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but
he used to play on the left for Southampton.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
Yeah.
Good. On the right. It'd have to be Salah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
What about Liam Collin?
What?
Liam Collin, Swansea guy.
Liam Collin.
Yeah,
Yeah, they thumped Forest 5-1.
yeah. He was the man of the match.
Good shout, actually.
It's
Colin played left striker.
It's Cullen.
I would do if it bloody works, this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Manager, I think, has got to be.
Give it to Lampard because he's no longer a manager.
He won
Yeah.
3-1, so to be fair, you
No,
can-
there's only one manager.
Who? Ollie.
Yeah, you've got to give it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
So that's how it feels to put Harry Max in.
Yeah. Well, it won't let me put it. Well, how has it not got?
Yeah, just pretend he's there.
I got it. I got it.
Oh,
I
you
got
do,
it.
yeah.
It's because I spelled it wrong. Pick him. Hello. Oh, this bloody laptop.
We'll acknowledge his presence. Oh, he's there.
Yeah, and it would work if there you go. So your FA Cup special starting XI of the week is Henderson, right back of Walker Peters, left back of Shaw, Tarkovsky, Mina, Tielemans, CDM, the two we've gone 4-3-3 with the two CMs of Winks, Madison, then up front of Cullen, Rodriguez, Abraham, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins manager of the week for his performance against Liverpool. So yeah, quickly, Wayne, your final thoughts about your Chelsea's news this week?
With Tuchel.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. I think it might have been too early, but it was bright enough that he needed to go. Got rid of that bitch boy, Jody Morris as well. So we got two Germans, one as head coach and one as the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could have won. Wolves could have won, but we kept a clean sheet and we're looking positive in heading into that Burnley game. So
Definitely. Chris, your thoughts on the news this week? Any final thoughts?
Oh, the Chelsea news.
Yeah, the Chelsea news. Yeah.
I think I think I would have given Lampard to the end of the season because Chelsea would have had more options in as like Nagelsmann. I think he has a clause in his contract where he can make an exit in the summer.
Yeah. Um. And
But other than
my,
that, I think Lampard had to go, and
yeah.
Tuchel's also not a bad choice. He's a world class manager.
Who do you think Arsenal should get in if they were to do the same?
Arsenal. It's. I think you should give Rafa Benitez a shot.
Do you know what? A lot of people are saying that, and that's exactly what I said before we got Arteta in. I bet people, like a lot
He
of people,
wants to return to the Prem.
he just left China to come back to London.
Yeah, he said he wants to return to the Prem, but he said he'll never go to Newcastle because he hates Mike Ashley.
New in the fan base? Nothing's new. It's just the same division, Bargav. It's Arteta in, Arteta out. If you're Arteta in, then you're great. If you're Arteta out, you're no fan. You should go support the scum down the road. That's apparently what I've been told. All right. Well, Sonny, do one. All right. I'm not having you go on a football terrace and tell someone who's Arteta out and doesn't believe in Arteta to go support the scum down the road. I love my club just as much as you do. You cut me, I'll bleed Arsenal. Right? So don't even fucking question my loyalty to my club. Right? Especially when also, right, you say you'll back your manager and you back your club. That's very funny since you were the one also saying Emery out and Wenger out. So you're going completely contradicting what you're now coming out as what you back as a club and what you're supposed to do as a football fan. Can you get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You support your club by backing your manager and backing your backing your manager. But then, hang on, you were the one calling for Emery's head and same as Wenger, right? When it weren't going right with them. Know what I mean? And you've got the AFT videos, the AFTV and the Football Terrace videos are there to see it. So, right, so don't come chat to me about how to support my fucking football club. Right? I'm no fucking plastic fan. Right? I'm getting fed up with people telling me I'm no fan. Right?
I mean, how are you not a fan? You love the club. It's just you have a different.
Why would you think I run a football channel and do Arsenal watch-alongs if I didn't love my football club? You know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
Why would I do all this shit and spend money on a microphone, right? Run a laptop, right? The set up streams every day, right? If I, apart obviously, like the charity side of it, which is raising awareness of Children's Liver Disease Foundation and doing all that crap, sorry, right? Why would I do all that, right? But not do it because I love fucking Arsenal Football Club. I evolve it around football because I love my club. Simple as that. Hi, Stephen. We're 9th now because Chelsea drew 0-0. You're right back. You're right for backing your club, but I do love the banter that comes with it. Yes, Anthony. Right. If you really want to come in for 5 minutes, Anthony, get yourself on because where have you been? Where have you been? You've been hiding. Right. There's been banter going on and you've been hiding, man. All right. Quickly, Walls. How are you? You still there?
Sorry?
You still there?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
Marbles.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I just had to go and come back. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your final thoughts with Arsenal at the minute? And because we've gone through about how Arsenal have fallen from grace, right, and how it's happened. Right?
Regarding falling from grace, well, for me, it's just one simple reason: it's the owner. He's allowed people under him, whether Wenger, Gazidis, now Edu, now Arteta, to do bad decisions, and it's cost us really. And other clubs have had more ambition and slash or money, like City, obviously, Liverpool, Chelsea, like even Spurs to some degree. Leicester's coming up.
Can I just quickly halt you there? 'Cause with the money thing, is that we've got a billionaire just as worthy as worth of Roman Abramovich. So the Abramovich is quite happy to put the money in.
That is true, yeah. But I think the thing with Kroenke is that he's never going to be this kind of splash the cash owner.
Not well, like because we're not the
Because
Rams.
he doesn't care about the football. It's just money for him.
Yes,
Like
we're not the Rams.
Abramovich
We're not the
loves
Rams,
the
though, are
club.
we?
Because
Abramovich loves the club. That's why he invests. That's why he sacks managers, because he wants to win for the club. He shows his vision.
But as of the team now, yeah, well, I think we'll do better than 8th from last season. Top 4 is a loose possibility. To be fair, we do play a lot of the teams around 6th to 10th coming soon in the next couple of months. But I know, I think if we do finish 6th or 7th, that's obviously an improvement. So, and do as well as possible in the Europa League. Yeah.
What do you
think
think of
Arsenal-
Ben Ramos quickly re-signing for the Hammers? Good deal.
I think it's too early.
What, for the Hammers?
He hasn't really impressed me. Well, he's not.
Depends what the deal involves. If it's the same sort of deal, then why not? But yeah,
I
he seems
think
very pleased with it.
Benrahma he shows his signs of quality in between games. I saw him closely in the Leeds game. He is pretty good, but he's not reached the levels he can go. He still needs to improve. He shows like his quick movement, his quick thinking, he is pretty good, but he's not at his full potential. He's not as good he could be. He could be way better.
22 million over 4 years. So that's
Yeah.
what? That's 5 million. That's 5.5 million. 5.5 million a year.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, Ollie Watkins came from Brentford for around that price.
Yeah. So yeah, if it works out, it works out. So, and they're doing pretty well in the league anyway, to be honest. We're 3 points behind Cock on the ball. So let's hope we keep our league form up. Come on, you Gunners. I'd love to say you're optimistic, Anthony, but with Man United, I do feel like the way we are, I don't feel Arsenal will get crushed, to be honest. Like, I know what Arteta will do. He'll just park the bus, and I think he'll play for a draw, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
given the form we're in, he'll play for a draw. And I can't, if he does that, as much as I'll be frustrated, I can't blame him because of the way we are at the minute. But if there's an opportunity during the game that I can see with Man United and he doesn't take it, then I will be not happy because there'll be an opportunity that he's missed out on.
Yeah.
But before I do my closing remarks, and I should have done this at the start, but I keep forgetting. Can people please donate what you can to this Just Giving page? I'll put it in the link in the chat now. It's Children's Liver Disease Foundation, right? It funds research. It funds, if you check the Liver Awareness Show out, you'll find out loads of stuff about what Children's Liver Disease Foundation do. They fund the research to help cure certain types of diseases. There's many types of liver diseases. It helps care for and support the families and the patients of all those affected. They still support me now. I'm now a full adult and 26 years old. They're a great charity. 5th of March 2021. And I'm going to put this as a massive banner. Is their big fundraiser, right? Big Yellow Friday, 5th of March. You can do whatever you can you can call them up, say you're gonna walk a mile around your garden, right? You're gonna knit so many things in a day. You're gonna do a whole stream for 24 hours or something. Massive fundraiser. I'm trying to sort something out. Very doubtful it's probably going to fit and work, but if not, we'll be doing a fundraiser or something along with some other channel and try and raise as much money as we can for Big Yellow Friday. So keep your eyes out for that. Try and have something big planned for that. But yeah, if you now, we're trying to raise another £1,000 with this Just Giving page. So if you can donate as much as you can, it'll be more than appreciated. And yeah, and to everyone that's new in the chat and everyone that is in the chat, if you want to keep talking about football or know more about liver disease or Children's Disease Foundation or talk about the or talk about F1, join our Discord server. The link's there. Go and join it. Right, you can carry on debate. I'll be jumping on there as well, so you can debate with me about football as well. So yeah, it'll be a great sort of little community to go into. And as Bargav said, what
Sheffield have scored.
Yeah.
Against
It's
who?
United.
United.
No. What's the score? What the times on it?
23rd.
Oh, 23:36 on my TV.
Yeah.
What channel is it on?
I think it's BT
yeah,
Sport.
BT.
Oh fuck that! I ain't watching now. He asked for that. Fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm not
BT.
getting carried away.
Quality header.
Yeah, it's like 23 minutes in, so I won't get carried
De
away.
Gea should have done better there.
Yeah,
to
but
be
Man
fair.
United, they've been comeback kings this season, to be honest. So
Yeah, the comeback kings.
so nice. I mean, Liverpool, you know a lot about that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, your club's about as dead as ours, mate. You're done out here. You ain't. Right.
I don't want to be the next Arsenal.
No, it's the like a Klopp is like that chef who's just like realized that the secret ingredient in his recipe has been discovered.
Yeah, that's what happened at Dortmund as well, like Borussia.
And
I think
what happened?
he had a horrible last season before he left.
I think he got relegated, didn't he?
No. They were bottom of the table, but they ended up at one point and they finished 7th.
No, I'm not saying Liverpool are going to get relegated. No, I'm not saying that. It's just weird how he always underperformed the next week once he is found out. But do you see him being able to turn it around and get investment in the future, or do you see him ended up walking? If like,
I just want us to go through the season, like make a good account of ourselves in the Champions League, and get a top 4, and in the summer recruit as much as we can, because a lot Fabrizio on the Here We Go podcast said that we're going to have a big summer. So I'm hoping a lot from that summer.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can hear that. So, But yeah, as far as it 1-0 United, 1-0 Sheffield United, yeah.
And another really funny fact, I just checked the XG for the Aston Villa and Burnley game.
Hmm?
Aston Villa had an XG of 2.71 and Burnley had a 0.72 XG, and Burnley scored 3. It's a Sean Dash masterclass.
Yeah, there you go. So it says it all, doesn't it? But yeah, thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Thanks to Chris. Where can I find you? Chris Paul, where can I find you?
I'll join the Discord.
You joined the Discord. Yeah, I'll be yours. I should have put the link in there earlier. Dumb. But I'll be putting the links most of the time in there as well. So anyone that is in the Discord can jump on when they want to. Chris Welch, where can I find you?
Find me on Twitter at ChrisWelch96 and find me on YouTube as well.
Yeah, go check out his YouTube. He's doing his own stuff there. I know it's the
What stuff do you
miserable.
do?
Oh, I do Liverpool content, my Uncle Town, Carl content, F1, darts, and
I love F1 as well.
and
F1.
some
Yeah.
and some videos on Indian national team, the Heroes, unfortunately.
I'll drop a sub.
I will actually
Cheers,
speaking about the F1 is the F1 the Czech flag show, because of the preview for Man United Arsenal is on Friday at 7. There's not going to be a Czech flag show this week, but the week after there will be, and hopefully there'll be a bit more news other than that after, right, due to that.
I hope Hamilton signs a contract already.
He will. Don't worry about that. Right, I've got his Instagram. I've got his Facebook. I've met him in person. I've got his fucking phone number. I'm already telling him sign the thing.
That would be the only news in F1. Hamilton signs a new contract.
Yeah, I mean that's he's not going to go anywhere else, to be honest. It's either that or he's going to hang the boots up, to be honest.
I think Toto said on Autosport in a
and
interview.
Toto signed to do another deal, so that says it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see him hanging his boots up because he's gone after that 8th world title, isn't he?
And Mick's record is going to be broken. That's sad to see, but yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I mean, but there you go. Yeah, and obviously when that contract happens, we'll bring it to you as in the news Checker Flag Show, and then hopefully by March the F1 will be back.
Yes.
Hopefully, all things crossed. So, and yeah, you're more than welcome to. Everyone's more than welcome to join and watch alongs as usual. Marble Halls, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can search for me on Twitter and YouTube.
Yep. And Wayne.
Yeah, I'll be joining the Discord server soon, so you might see me on there. You find me on Twitter. That's Wayne _Smith 1998, where I usually retweet and comment about how I'm feeling about the game performances. So, like with Chelsea's performance today, and United just scored.
United just scored.
Yeah.
So I told you it wouldn't last long. So there you go. So what we'll say.
I think it got ruled out for some reason because what time are you on?
Like 29th minute.
Oh yeah, they ruled it out.
Hang on, we've only got 11 likes here. I want people to get this up to 20 likes, right? Right.
Yes.
I know we're ending this stream. Smash the like button, please. Get that up to 20 likes at least. Who said dislike? Right? Better not be one of you lot. Seriously.
I like the video.
Yeah, you can dislike me, seriously. Right? I might be Arteta, right? What have I done? Right? I ain't done nothing. So yeah. Thanks for everyone that's tuned in. Like I said, keep hitting that subscribe button. It's now 12. I want to keep getting it up there, right? And keep getting. We are 5 away. We are 5 away from 500 subscribers, right? So find me 5 subscribers. Find me. Look,
Yes.
look.
I will
look,
use my
look.
multiple Gmail accounts. and
Yes,
do that.
yes, yeah. Look. No. Look, find me. I don't care if you have multiple Gmail accounts. Find me 5 subscribers,
Will
right?
do so.
Right.
Yes.
Then I
I
want
will.
another 500. Right.
Also, I just
Oh,
tried to join the Discord. It says the invite link is
Yeah.
invalid or has expired.
That's what I got. Yeah.
it's not what you've got. Jesus.
Yeah.
What the? Right. Let me. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. More options. Invite. Set this link never to expire. Bingo. Share the link. Right. Let me just put this. Sorry, guys. And I will change it so next time it will be in the description. It will be right. I've just put it in the chat now.
Oh, okay.
Also, yeah. Do you want to try that one now?
Yes, I am in.
You in?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. That should work now. That should
Yeah, it should
indefinitely
be.
work. So what I'll do is I'll quickly, because I have all the descriptions already ready to copy and paste. So I'll change the link on that so you all can get to join. But yeah, thanks for everyone that's tuned in. Right, stay safe, stay well. Right, and we'll talk to you guys. Yeah, Friday with the preview for Man United Arsenal. Take care.
What time is that?
7 p.m. on Friday.
I will be there.
Yeah. Take care.